happen in the English department. Freshman level English courses. Everybody dislikes them. Even as members of the board of the English department, you know this is true. Approximately 2,500 students take this course every semester at Texas Tech, with another about 200 students being enrolled at any point in time on online courses. I believe there are some underlying issues we should address, and then we'll propose some changes to fix them. All right, first there are a few main issues with freshman level English. Across the board and beyond Texas Tech, but I'll mainly be addressing them at Texas Tech. According to our online catalog, these college rhetoric courses are supposed to focus on the writing process. However, they often drive students away from English and writing, because when students are suddenly put into a situation when they have to write extensively in a variety of forms and styles and aren't given the correct support, they often feel confused, lost, sometimes hopeless, and give up. So the overview of our program online states that we hope to attract researchers and students from across the nation to come and marvel at our beautiful system of teaching freshman level English. But however, the system is actually pretty chaotic. I've often heard students recommending that other students take this course at any other university or community college rather than take it here. One of the main problems is the large disconnect between students, the undergraduate students, and the graduate students who teach and grade the papers. Graduate students are the instructors. So for a group of 6 to 8 classes, there will be 2 to 6 graduate students in charge of them. So 2 of them will teach the classes, and the other 4 will be in a pool of graders to grade the papers and assignments. There's a big disconnect between the actual grading process, and it's very inconsistent. Students will turn in papers, and they'll get 2 graders, and the final grade will be the average of those 2, but they get very different responses from them. So one time I saw a student very disappointed and feeling pretty hopeless because he had turned in a paper and one grader had said, do this thing and it'll be great. Another person said, ignore the other grader, you actually need to do this. So they don't have much direction. Also, graduate students are supposed to benefit from this system as they learn how to teach classes and grade papers and get all of that experience. And they are paired with more experienced grad students and professors to sort of meet with them every other week and make sure they're staying on track. But a lot of time they still feel overwhelmed and feel overworked and underappreciated for grading all these papers. Beyond Texas Tech, there's been a problem in this idea of teaching freshman level courses since its beginning in 1874. According to Sharon Crowley, who's a professor at Northern Arizona University, Harvard professors first implemented a mandatory remedial English course when they found all the writing skills on the entrance exams had been, they were shockingly low. And they were surprised and really disappointed that all these students applying to Harvard weren't able to write proper papers. And so they implemented a remedial course, and that was picked up by universities across the nation. At the same time, R.V. Young, who has taught English for 5 decades, put some blame on the idea of teaching composition instead of English courses, taking literature and reading outside of the program and just teaching how to write from a variety of academic fields and following the rules doesn't actually teach you students to understand English or appreciate it. This affects us now with so many students taking it. This affects the whole university beyond our department. There's a general sense of confusion and chaos, and a lot of students are discouraged from continuing an English degree and just give up on English altogether after this course. So I believe there are some methods that could be implemented to help this. I propose that we incorporate 2 of the models which Betty Bamberg presented 20 years ago at a Writing Program Administrators Conference. First off, we shouldn't try to teach every style of writing in one course. We should offer multiple options so that instructors can teach a subject they're interested in or a style of writing, and the students will have more freedom of choice and be more interested in the topic they choose. Secondly, we should establish different forms of in-person instruction to maintain a consistent grading. I propose that we offer linked labs to go along with the larger classrooms. So so that students can get more instruction in the classroom, but then more personal attention and help with their writing in the linked labs. This would also help the grad students be able to grade consistently their students in their lab who they've been helping through their writing. These two models have been implemented at other universities. Florida State University offers two basic freshman level English courses, but also 3 others that meet the same requirements but are a little more interesting, such as freshman imaginative writing workshop, freshman article and essay workshop, and then special topics in composition, which changes with the professor each semester. Our college, part of the City University of New York, has our courses offer or utilize both larger classrooms, smaller sessions, and one-on-one sessions so that they can help their students in different forms of learning. And they also have sections specifically for students whose first language was not English so that they can get the extra help that they need. So these changes would benefit our department and Texas Tech students in general. We should maintain the same Rater-Writer system, online system for submitting and grading papers and assignments, but the rest of our program doesn't currently live up to our goal. By offering different freshman level courses which focus on specific fields or writing styles, both the students and the instructors would be willing to put more in and would get more out because they'd be more interested and invested. The students would be able to go more in depth and get a better understanding of what they were in the class to learn in the first place. Graduate students leading the linked labs would get better experience with teaching and would also be able to provide a much more consistent grading to the students in their labs so that the students wouldn't be as confused about what they were supposed to do to improve their writing. It will take some time to get these changes in place and for everything to go smoothly, and it's very important that we make sure to pay attention to evaluations at the end of each semester and see how this is going. But as members of the English Department Board, you have the responsibility to make changes to improve this program. Please do this not only for the students who take this course, but also for your graduate students who have been feeling overwhelmed and underappreciated. Whichever changes you choose to implement or not, remember our goal of promoting English and the writing skill at Texas Tech University. I believe this program would be improved by providing different options for the courses, structuring the classes a little bit differently with the linked labs, and providing consistent grading. Thank you for your careful consideration as you decide how to vote.